Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Divinity Original Sin 2 und dieses Mal werden wir in den anderen Keller der Baracken gehen, wo wir ja anscheinend auch die Ratten-Mistress befreien sollen. Mal. Wenn es denn fertig ist. So. Runter. Prison ist. Okay. Den hier an. Niemand.
This is a waste of time. The Magisters are long gone. There's no one left down here.
Selby may be wearing our colours, but she's not one of us anymore. She'll rot in here.
I'm glad this one was let off the hook. I'd rather guard a body than bury a corpse any day.
Ich stimme mal ein bisschen lauter.
Well, hello again. Welcome to my very, very humble abode.
You heard Kim accuse her of treason. Ask her for her side of the story.
Yes, I heard it too. The man has some curious ideas about what constitutes treason. I refuse to raise a hand against fellow members of the Divine Order. Refuse to buy into Kem's lie that they're all Black Ring puppets.
The city seems to be tearing itself apart. Ask what's going on.
It's not just the city. The Divine Order is coming undone at the seams. There's never been much love lost between the Paladins and the Magisters, but this... brawling in the streets... it will be the end of us all.
Ask why the Divine Order is so divided.
Too many Paladins from noble families, and too many Magisters that started as working folk. Of course, the Paladins were the first recruits of Lucian. So, many saw the Magisters rising through the ranks as a threat to their order. Pig farmers leading lords, they said. But now that some white Magisters have been found colluding with the Black Ring, now that Kim has his excuse, it's war.
She doesn't seem to be a fan of Kem's. Ask what she knows about him.
Kem's always been a hard man. His steel was forged in the war with the Black Ring. But recently there's something else. He's turned cold. Not cruel, exactly, just harsh. Dispassionate to a fault. They say it's the Void Woken. That he's too worried about Rivellon to worry about people. Maybe that's it. Or maybe years of fighting finally broke him. Your guess is as good as mine. Although, I've heard whispers. There are places in Kem's mansion that nobody goes but him. One has to wonder what he gets up to.
The son, excuse yourself and take your leave.
I'll see you again, I hope. The company in here lacks a certain charm.
The Vault of Linda Kem. We've learned of rumors that Kem has secret chambers within his mansion. Perhaps he has valuables or something else that he wishes to keep hidden inside. Der heißt Linda, habe ich auch verwechselt. Der eine Frau hat. Der dann selber gewesen. Sweeper.
Come on, let me out.
Magister prisoner.
Piss off, Paladin scum.
Warn him to watch his mouth. Tell him you're looking for white magisters. Ask why there's none in the barracks.
I'm telling you nothing. My brother Delarus will hear about this, and then there'll be trouble. Delarus looks after his own.
Tell him you've met Delarus. Offer to trade information. The whereabouts of his brother or the whereabouts of the white magister. Tell him he has no reason to protect the whites. They do not look after their own. Order him to tell you where the white man... What does?
You met my brother? You met my brother? Really? All right. We have a deal.
Tell him Delarus died on the Nameless Isle. Yeah, tell him the last time you saw Delarus was on the Nameless Isle. You had the honor to be able to render him a service. When you left him, he was safe and well. Den habe ich umgebracht. Memory, tell him that Delarus left the Order and turned to stand to farming. Tell him that Delarus left the Order in search of new opportunity. Met him along the way, he was in good spirits. Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall alles gelogen. Be able to render him a service. We left him for safe up there. Das ist aber nichts. Belarus died on the Nameless Isle. Ich glaube, das war der, den ich umgebracht habe.
I see. Well, that's unwelcome news. So, the Whites have a vault hidden below the barracks. I suspect the entrance is to be found in a storeroom in the basement. There was always a White hanging around. You'll find it easy enough. And that's all I know. Thank you for the news of my brother. Now please, leave me the hells alone.
Ja, aber wir haben ihm zumindest nicht gesagt, dass wir ihn umgebracht haben. Oh.
She stands there, saddened. All defiance has left her.
I trusted them. Those Whites, I trusted them.
Und deshalb hast du den jetzt umgebracht? Ah. Naja. Normalerweise hätte man den jetzt auch direkt mit umbringen müssen. Pitchfork. Die Potatoes nehmen wir mit. Ja. Da ist drin.
According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to Fort Joy.
Not according to this. Besides, they weren't sorcerers.
So, jetzt hätten wir den Teil, dann laufen wir noch hier hoch. Was? Rot.
Where are all the prisoners? Where did they go? Where are all the prisoners? Where did they go?
Wiederholst nicht. Okay. Cup, that list of prisoners.
According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to Fort Joy.
Not according to this. Besides, they weren't sorcerers. Who are you? Did Lord Kem send you about the missing prisoners?
Missing prisoners? Ask if she looked in Fort Joy. Ask how she knows there are prisoners missing. You can't approve a negative.
The jailer's records are clear. 564 men and women were signed in, and never signed out again. I'd say this was an oversight in record keeping, but I know some of those names. And they are nowhere to be found.
Missing prisoners? Ask if she looked for Joy.
These were no sorcerers. These were thieves and drunkards, imbeciles and liars, heretics and fools. The good people of Arx, in other words. They did not go to Fort Joy. They vanished. Be sure that we won't let this lie.
Missing prisoner.
The damn cells were empty. The Magisters arrested hundreds, but they're not here. They're gone.
This makes no sense. This makes no sense.
This makes no sense. We've learned of rumors that chemist chambers. Yeah, okay. Perhaps he has valuables or something else that he wishes to keep hidden from sight. We discovered that some prisoners had vanished from the cells beneath the Magister barracks in Arx. Hier ist bestimmt auch Zugriff auf die Kanalisation. Schauen wir mal. Da ist auch nichts drin, was irgendwie interessant ist. Ja. Weil da rein könnte ich, auch ohne das... Ja, da könnte ich einfach eine Pyramide durchwerfen und mich rüber teleportieren. Blockt rating. Ja,
According to
genau, raus.
this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to Fort Joy.
Not according
that's
to
not the
this.
rest, and it's
Besides,
not
they
this.
weren't sorcerers.
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out.
Komm gleich durch. Paladin Alzette.
This way's off limits. You really think she's all that dangerous?
Stay back. It's for your own good.
Look around the paladin to the door. Who or what is behind it? Say you will be the judge of what's good for you and what isn't. Point at your sheathed weapon. Does she think you can take care of yourself?
No, you don't get it. There's no blade keen enough to help you in there. They've got an undead freak locked up. They say she's a witch. I say
Her voice freezes into a harsh whisper.
she's a demon.
Not in understanding. They are holding this witch prisoner then. Ask about this witch. What makes her so dangerous? Push past her. You're not afraid of the guard or whatever's behind the door. What makes her so dangerous?
Creatures like this Windigo. They mask themselves, spread their black magic to children with their songs and stories. Makes me sick. Our little ones, tools of demons.
Ella, you've encountered this Windigo. It was not a pleasant event. Strive a giggle. She's a little paranoid, yes? Give her a concerned frown. You're glad someone's looking out for the young ones. Yeah.
You know this trickster?
Wits hero, say you've wandered the land high and low, asking after her. You come bearing word of her vital weakness.
Well, go on then. Probably doesn't matter who breaks her, so long as she gets broken. Just keep your head on straight. She'll try to make nice. Creep into your thoughts. Keep her out of there, alright?
Gehen wir aber jetzt
That
gleich.
undead witch heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it.
Tackles, jetzt
Rubbish.
nice raus. Mal rein.
Prisoners can't just vanish.
Du kannst dir das mal einsaugen. So. Sweeper disembodied food. Aufessen. Maggots.
This again.
Stand aus. Da wurde wohl mit irgendwem experimentiert. Da glaube ich nicht wundern, wo die hin sind. Weak Stone Wall. Ja, okay. Das ist ziemlich offensichtlich. Auch nochmal runter. Ja, dann ist das wahrscheinlich da, aber nichts mehr. Gehe ich aber jetzt noch hin. Vielleicht kann ich da auch direkt reinschießen, ohne dass ich da
Where did they go?
vorbeilaufe.
This makes no sense.
Das makes no sense. Sichern. Others interrupted. Werfen wir den einen halt durch. Can't see.
500 escapees? We would have noticed.
Doch nicht. Nicht durchgucken. Aber wir gucken uns mal an, was wir jetzt da gesammelt haben. Invitation. Emrach war die alte Rüstung von dem. Arrowcraft. Ach, was ich ganz vergessen habe, ist hier den Gegenstände wegzulegen. Die ja jetzt auch wieder überladen sind. Blue Gel, glaube ich schon. List of Prisoners. Omora, Roman, Luffen, Chitwell, Callan, Timort. Irain Hubert recounts an encounter with a pool of blood that rises from the floor and attacks him. He barely keeps his life. Once suspects, he loses. Glaube ich schon. The Avatar of Divinity. Here, Hubert speculates on the origins of the first divine. He believes that the seven gods united to create a lone mortal champion whom they could empower to repel the void. This, he believes, happened many times before the rise of Lucian. He finds it surprising that Lucian's replacement has not emerged to combat the void lord. He expects that this may be because Lucian himself will return. Here, a note of anxiety creeps into the text. What? 19. Of Rangers. Jackals is neu. Justinia's Jackals. Everyone knows that dwarves are the absolute peak of military prowess on Rivellon. Naysayers will point to the lack of historical martial victories won by Justinia's armies. Das hat man, glaube ich, auch schon. Nee. Yet, of course, such histories are biased, written by those who had the misfortune of being waylaid by our own Justinia's Jackals. Can ye, sappers to a man, Justinia's Jackals own any battleground upon which they stand, through combining the natural environment elements, facing them with an arsenal of tricks, elemental grenades, arrows and spells. Such is the fighting style employed by the Jackals, that few who have been in battle with them have ever seen them, not to mention lived to tell the tale.
Where did they go? This makes no sense.
This makes no sense. Okay. Dann werde ich jetzt erst noch essen. Lizard, Human.
Besides, they weren't sorcerers.
Kampf.
You are the foot. You are the foot that aches to run away, the foot that remembers the feel of grass underfoot so long ago. You are the foot that listens to Magister Timort's heart. You are the hand. You are the hand that hurts, the hand that kills, the hand that bleeds them dry. You are the hand that listens to Magister Timort's head.
Okay. Also da komme ich jetzt so nicht rein. Naja, ich muss ja eigentlich das nur knacken, solange keiner zuguckt.
Find out.
This lock can't be thick.
This makes no sense.
Okay. Das ist wohl erledigt. Na gut, dann werden wir da mal entlang laufen. Oder wir gehen erstmal hier runter. Zu Windigo. Achso, der kann ruhig. Was alone? Wir haben doch gar nichts gemacht.
Prisoners can't just vanish.
Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your
So,
ears.
dann gehen wir mal da
That's how
runter.
they do.
Das verhältnismäßig klein.
What's this? Who are you? I can't
Yes.
deal with any more interruptions today. Give me room! I feel a breakthrough approaching.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth opens, yet nothing spills forth. No sermon, no screed, no threat.
Too late! The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me to have interrupted such a sensitive interrogation.
Find the jailed undead. What is their crime? Motion to the shielded cell. What is all this?
The Magisters can quiet the songs of source using their collars and cages. I would normally call it a cruelty. But this Windigo thing, she must be contained. We found her here, already imprisoned, cursing the Magisters with hexes vulgar enough to turn even a dwarf's cheeks red. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it. They squirm into your mind, planting warm memories you've never had, mesmerizing you with candy-sweet sights and scents.
Visions of Windigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. You look to the cell, and your memories contort and coil. Windigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around you. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I was bewitched by his promise. Forgive me. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin.
Suggest that they kill Windigo if she's so dangerous. They have no mandate for keeping her locked up. Demand she be released. Waver aside, you'd like to take over this interrogation. Say you've accumulated a number of interrogation techniques over the years. You're happy to put them to good use. You'd like to take over this interrogation.
You underestimate her. You'd have me stand idle as she raises arcs to the ground?
In that moment, you hear music, a lullaby. You glance at the cage. Windigo stands silent. You squint and shiver until the melody no longer echoes in your ears.
Tell you are the one that intercepted Dallas' war all. She can trust you. Rest your hand on her shoulder. You won't let her or her people come to harm. Memory scoff. Yes, she should stand idle, just like she's been doing until now. It's time for an expert to take a crack at it. Memory hero. Hold your first fist aloft. You have faced this woman before and failed in your task. It is now time to right that wrong. Das erste.
That was you. You have once turned the tides of this war. You could do so again. I can't just put you at the mercy of this witch's whims.
Tell you are expendable. The paladins are not. You're willing to chance death if it means making this wrench talk. Insist that war hangs on every seemingly inconsequential choice. You can't make the wrong one now. Suggest to her that we only came to regret things undone, not things done. It is?
I understand. Perhaps you are as dangerous to her as she is to us. There can be no success without risk. I will give you the space you need, then. May Lucian be your guide. Things are under control. For now.
Oh, da ist ein Bloodstained Journal. Aber noch wohl Can't reach. Das weiter. Aber die hat die Ratte dazu überzeugt, mich runterzugehen. Den Weg grounded. So, dann gucken wir mal, was die Quest sagt. The paladins will no longer be an issue. We gained access to the inner chamber where the paladins are keeping the prisoner in a strange magic cage. Nägel. Okay. The experiments continue apace. I've suffused prisoners with the mind maggots just as planned. So far, none have come to fruition as a full geist. There's a lot of activity happening outside. I can hear fighting, but I don't have the time to investigate. Must craft a full geist before Lucian's Day. The paladins have locked me here in my own investigation cell. They say I am under investigation for colluding with the Black Ring. Unbelievable. In days, no word, no sign, nothing. I have no idea what is going on in the outside world. My experiments have wasted away to nothing. One of the paladins came in last night. He said they know I've been colluding. He said he'll come by to question me tomorrow. I have no idea what's going on. The rest of the journals remains blank. The experiments continue apace. I've suffused prisoners with their mind maggots. Ich glaube, ich jetzt falsch angeklickt. Die hat gleich zwei Bücher geschrieben. Das geht rein. Ach, Moment. Barrel? Da ist was falsch. Speichern und laden. Weggeht. Gut, dann das hier wohl benutzen.
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never rid yourself of that cursed collar.
Sacrifice your source to the machine, perhaps you can overload it. You recall the blacksmith and for joy that removed your collar. Try to copy his technique and disable the device. Das war allerdings blau.
After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shield surrounding the cell flickers off.
Come to me, sweets.
She steps forward, slowly but confidently. She holds out her hands, bony palms up. They emit no fire, no ice, no curse.
The God King no longer grants me his favour. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone, because the God-woken still walks Rivellon. Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me, hate you for the hell I've lived. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. He cast me out when you failed to die. Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine.
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea. Kill her.
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her. Once and for all.
Wendigo has done nothing before to earn my trust. This changes nothing.
Ja, da stimme ich zu. I won't harm you. Trying times can change us all, for worse and for better. That you dare utter a word of the God King tells me that I need to know. You die here and now. Very well, but if I sense anything unusual, I will not stand idle. You die here and now.
And so it is. I will break the contract, God Woken. If not with your help, then in spite of it.
Mhm. Chicken. Ja, ja. Mach du mal.
Bloody as me!
Einmal groß und stark. Und dann Review. Jetzt mal wieder zurück.
I'm ready.
Bleeding. Was? Die braucht gar nichts machen. Ja, Wendigo, es ist kaputt.
Wendigo's spirit quakes. She is no longer the arrogant banshee that summoned a kraken and brought down a Magister vessel, but a fearful child bracing for parental punishment.
He's close. So close. Can't you feel him, Godwoken? The king approaches.
Take it, you sense nothing.
A moment of silence passes, and then Wendigo's scream splits the air.
He's tearing away my soul, Godwoken. Cast me to the void if you must, but do not let him take me.
Summon all the swords you can muster and tug at the spirit. The God King must be denied. Yeah.
Wendigo's spirit flutters and writhes. Your skull squeezes tight, and your throat burns with fire, but the substance of her being is nearly yours.
Na, vielleicht will die mich aber auch verarschen. Hold steady and call to Wendigo. She must join you in resistance. Together you can refuse the God King her spirit. Reach your hand towards the spirit and increase your resolve. Your inner might must prevail. End this battle. The king may claim his reach your hand towards the spirit. Increase your resolve. Your inner might must prevail.
Your head shrieks as if split in two by the God King's umbrage, but you have overcome. Wendigo's source funnels into you in steady gushes as you sling her spirit into the void.
What's Virtue Token? Bestow 2 source points. Okay. Ja, wirklich geholfen hat mir das jetzt eigentlich nicht. Also neue Informationen gebracht oder so. Mercy is power. We decided to fight, Wendigo. Naja, theoretisch hätten wir die wohl zum Verbündeten machen können, aber nein. So. Dann
That
gehen wir
undead
noch.
witch heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Go ahead, but be careful.
Ja, da braucht keiner mehr careful zu sein. Naja, aber die da vorher stand. Ja.
We don't know.
Na gut, dann gehen wir jetzt mal da hinten lang. Wahrscheinlich in die Kanalisation.
The door is locked. I can't get through.
Can't be picked.
The door is locked. I can't get through.
Okay, muss man vielleicht doch von der anderen Seite ran. Was aber dann ein bisschen doof ist mit diesen Geheimdingen.
Find
Dann können wir mal mit dem Cam reden. Also mal gucken, was die Ratte sagt.
Nothing. Just more Magister rubbish.
Ja.
Mistress is free! I can sense it. She'll summon me now. She must do.
They'd better be having more luck in the prison.
It was you who sent us the war owl. Without you, the black ring-loving Magisters would still be in charge. I suppose you have earned the right to involve yourself in paladin business. Just this once. All this is thanks to you, you know. If we hadn't found out what the Whites were doing in the Black Pits, we wouldn't have known that they had to be stopped. I am in your debt.
Lim, you encountered the White Magister Raymond in the secret vault beneath the barracks. The Magisters are plotting, or at least they were.
Ah! Tell me about this plot.
Lim the Delis and her infernal companion aim to enter the crypt beneath the cathedral. There they shall find the body of Lucian, and then they shall purge his corpse of his powers.
My, they are ambitious. Not to worry, though. Only Lord Ahu knows how to enter the crypt, and I have it on good authority he'd rather die than share his secrets. That said, the timing of his disappearance is rather worrying. Needless to say, my best people are searching for him without pause. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. And of course, we'll also have you to thank for that. Please, take this as a token of our extreme gratitude, and then enjoy Lucian's day. Welcome to Arx.
Oh. Level 18, ja. Unlight.
They'd better be having more luck in the prison.
Pyrokinetic, Aerotalk, Summoning, das ist schon ordentlich. Hat aber auch keinen Sockel drin. Das hier ist nicht besonders gut. Oh, der Bogen ist 3 Finesse, Huntsman und Range.
The barracks was meant to be surrounded. How did they slip by?
Ordentlich. Ich denke. Er ist auch nur Level 8 eigentlich. Kann ich mir wahrscheinlich besser nächste Stufe einen neuen kaufen.
They'd better be having more luck in the prison.
Nee, brauchen wir den. Passt schon. Guck. Und. Guck.
Supply Ritz, shitties,
So, und wir
useless
hatten jetzt
vandalities.
einen.
Find me something solid on the Whites.
Den können wir jetzt kombinieren. Habe ich aber keine mehr über. Ups, da habe ich was. Ne, das ist nicht. Ja, ich müsste halt diesen Rahmen dann kaufen. Den hier kann man verkaufen. Dann haben wir noch eins mit Summoning, Huntsman, Hydrosophist, Aerotalk. Summoning. Witz, Geomancer, Summoning. Weg. Mal den daneben. Hat halt 2 Summoning und mehr Rüstung. Hydrosophist, Aerotalk wäre natürlich auch nicht schlecht gewesen. Aber passt gut. So, und das da kann auch weg. Aha. Na was? War ja noch nicht dran.
If I was one of those whites, where would I hide something?
If I was one of those whites, where'd I hide something?
Mhm. So, was steht jetzt hier im Journal? The Last Stand of the Magisters. Okay. Moment.
They'd better be having more luck in the prison.
We told Lord Kem what we learned of the Magister plot. He seemed confident that Dallas would not be able to enter the Tomb of Lucian. However, as she would apparently need Lord Ahu in order to do so, and Lord Ahu is always away on his travels. Underwhelming response. We had better continue to pursue the matter ourselves. Okay. Ja, damit haben wir. Damit hatten wir das zumindest durch hier. Gehen jetzt vielleicht dann da runter. Hüpf. Barracks, Prison, Chest. Naja, wir haben da ja eh alles aufbekommen. Spirit of Magister Brand.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Wainslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him.
Yeah, say that you met Winslow, but he's dead as well.
Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the void! Winslow deserved better than that.
Ask what happened.
I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Winslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him.
Ask how they knew about the hidden passage into the sewers.
Winslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
The missing prisoner. We learned that the Magisters had been investigating the disappearances of several prisoners from their cells beneath the Magister barracks prior to the Paladin uprising. Magister. Naja. Ups. Jetzt muss ich wohl rausspringen. Hätte man auch runter... Ne, es ist wieder ein eigenes Ding hier. Ah ja, okay.
Can you believe this school was teeming with students just a year ago? Everything changed so fast. And it's the kids that suffer.
Okay. Genau, was verdeckt ist. Arx. Sewers beneath prison. Können wir uns auch in Rebeln. So sollte man so eine Statue in Sewers bauen.
The statue reaches toward the sky, as though preparing to take flight.
Touch the mosaic at her feet.
The bottom drops out from within you. She lifts you up, up, up.
Ja, wir wollen aber nicht. Gehen wir erstmal hier hin, da ist nicht. Sackgasse. Rating. Damit kommt man wahrscheinlich dann zum Prison. Ich vermute, wenn man in Arx was stiehlt und sich dann einsperren lässt, kommt man hier hin. Da geht's nochmal runter. Okay. Ah ja, da geht's auch gar nicht durch. Ah. Da könnten wir aber wahrscheinlich durch. Dann gehe ich aber erstmal da runter. Oh, das sieht nach Kampffläche aus. Web. Dann sind ja Spinnen. Da ist ein Geheimgang. Hier wird vermutlich dann auch ein Geist stehen. Das wird nicht so gut. Da steht da.
Bound and blindfold, you are dragged through the darkness. The stench tells you you're in the sewers. Your dwarven captors are silent, but then a skittering, as of blades tapping on stone. Your captors stop, unsure. Screams rend the darkness, silence falls, and then that sound again. Sticks dancing on stone. You tear the blindfold free, then wish you hadn't. The giant spider looms over you, its jaws close upon your face.
It's an ambush. Of course it is.
Oh, die halten aber auch etwas aus. Der war ja jetzt schon dran. Da haben wir aber mal Lust drauf. Wahrscheinlich macht es Sinn, irgendwohin hochzuspringen. Ja, der hat auch weniger physische. Was ist? Mal das mal so.
Prepare yourself.
Ja, das macht eigentlich keinen. Ja, für Chicken bräuchten wir sowieso noch die nächste Runde. Na komm, machen wir den. Was habe ich denn da an meinem Rücken? Infested. An egg is ingestating on this character. On status expiration or death of the character, the egg will burst, spawning a hostile monster. Got by blessed, regenerating, healing ritual, and cleans wounds. Aha. Das sollte man dann wahrscheinlich mal machen. Der kommt gleich noch dran. Halt noch 5000 aus. Getötet bekomme ich den nicht. Aber wenn ich den hier hinpacke, kann der dann auch runter. Naja, machen wir so. Oh, Infusion. Machen wir den direkt kaputt gleich. Oder wir greifen den an. Weil der ja eilt nicht, wenn ich den gleich zu Becken mache. Dann machen wir das. Schlagen wir einfach einmal drauf. So. Machen wir mal auf. Holen wir uns den dazu. Das ist aber ein anderer. Box swollen. Okay, der muss auf jeden Fall diesen Healing Ritual machen. Ups. Naja, es hat auf jeden Fall dieses Ding entfernt. Dann müssen wir den heilen. Ne, der hat das nicht drauf. Fest. Das war aber so auch nicht geplant. Wollte ich eigentlich bearbeiten. Müssen wir hinlaufen. Die machen aber extrem wenig Schaden im Vergleich. war vielleicht dann uns oder Battering Ram. Doch, dann kümmert der sich um den. Und dann... Ja. Und so machen wir den auch zu quick.
I'll yield to none.
Ah. Fortify. Wodurch kommt man den nochmal wegmachen? Blessed, Regenerating, Healing Ritual and Cleans Wounds. Ja. Das heißt, den muss ich jetzt leider wieder heilen, aber damit geht's halt nicht, weil das... das würde einfach zu viel dem Schaden zufügen. Wir bräuchten seine Heilung. Vielleicht, dass ich den hochporte. Ach ne, ist jetzt fortified, das geht nicht mehr. Geht auch nicht mehr. Naja, dann ja, komm.
I'll yield to none.
So, Superconductor. Oh. Gut. Und der infestet, aber der kann sich, glaube ich, nicht mit dem einen selber. Ich sehe den da gar nicht. Steht wahrscheinlich da mit drin.
I'll yield to none.
Na, das hat da leider das nicht gefällt. Ich finde das Huhn nicht. Ah, hinter dem. Okay. Jetzt weiß ich, was Foxwollen bedeuten soll. Interessant. Okay. Okay. Dann muss ich die auf Seite pusten. Wobei ich dann am besten an der Stelle auch erstmal einen Schnitt mache. Dann werden wir uns beim nächsten Mal diese Kanalisation näher anschauen und den Kampf machen. Ja, und dann schauen wir beim nächsten Mal weiter. Bis dann!